Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? I know I've been gone for a while, but I've been here, but I've been kind of gone too. I haven't done a podcast, a Go Deep podcast in a while, but we over here under quarantine and shit. So I just been in my lovely apartment. It's my apartment. But I can still do these little videos, and that's what I shall do. So, like a little weekly quick wrap up. No, first, I want to say thanks to Koj and 44. They had me on their podcast the other day just to keep my fucking sound alive. You know what I'm saying? Then my other homie, Film Gob, he asked me to join his little show. He had a live show on Instagram. I think we're going to do that. Yo, Jeff Purdy, Brian Kume, y'all all get Instagram, right? Koj, go get you. Koj, you got an Instagram, so we gonna start doing some live videos on Instagram also, and that's the way we can keep our little roundtable connection, and people can see what we talk about, what's going on. Also, thanks to, like I said, Film God, Koj, and everything. Every time Film God shouts me out, my subscribers start going way up. So, Film God, I appreciate it. Y'all subscribe to this fucking channel. If Film God thinks it's cool, probably a cool fucking channel. And I think, in my opinion, Film God is the best at this shit. The way he edits and, puts the shit together on point and funny, entertaining every time. Shouts out to my dog, Film God. But, so what we talking about, weekly wrap up, we had recently, Zack Snyder did a commentary on BVS, which was dope as fuck. Shouts out to everybody who put that shit together. Shouts out to Zack for doing it, because, a lot of times when I came in, and I felt good after that shit. Not like saying I felt vindicated listening to it. I gotta throw something at my cat because he's gonna try to fucking go in the laundry room and get inside the dryer. And if I got clothes in there, that bitch like to lay on my fucking clothes, and I hate that. Because you just wash the clothes and then they come out smelling like a fucking cat. Yeah, stay away, bro. You ain't slick. I saw you over there. Go back and go chill somewhere else. My bad for the interruption. But, that Zack Snyder commentary was dope because he hit on some topics that I've been trying to hit on and go deep like the whole time, the whole series. And one, he talked about how like BVS Gotham was like a post 9/11 America, and I've been hitting on that. I don't know if there's anybody else in the movement hitting on 9/11 shit, but Go Deep pretty much is, because I think sometimes we might miss some of the stuff Zack says, and that commentary kind of confirmed what we're really facing, because 9/11 was a big deal, a huge deal in America and the world, and we still haven't figured it out yet, and it's been in a lot of movies. A lot of people have been talking about it. And I think Zack Snyder, I'm pretty sure Zack Snyder was also. And you see what he said, and like soon after that, he was talking about the first Batman scene when he actually said human trafficking, sex trafficking, those girls in there. And what he said is he wanted to, paint the picture of how bad the criminal really is. Now, what picture did Zack Snyder paint? A bunch of Asian women locked in this cage, and as you heard him say, they were sex trafficked in America. Gotham is in America. But when you really, really look at it, like this is what I've been saying the whole time on Go Deep. Look at this. Those people that was sex trafficking was caught up in an operation with a fucking private Russian military who's being paid by a American corporation. Did you just hear what the fuck Zack Snyder just put in his movie? And it was right in our face. Batman was finding people. He was on the scene of a Russian private military being used by an American corporation. In that American corporation money trail, it includes at least 100 Asian sex trafficked women. And that's just on one scene we saw. We don't even know the operation. But when you really, really go back and think about what the fuck, what I just said, some deep shit. And for a guy to put that in his comic book movie, it's on a whole new level of deep, because everybody's gonna watch it now because Batman is in it. Everybody's gonna watch it now because Superman is in it. But did we miss what was actually? And that's when people. I saw this dude on Twitter. Somebody sent me a screenshot of this dude on Twitter saying something like, if you have to explain the movie 4 years later, that means you wasn't good at storytelling. Apparently he's a Marvel fan, but basically, bitch, if you get the movie, if you figure the movie out on your first viewing like a fucking 5-year-old, then you don't have good storytelling. If you take 4 years to decipher a movie and you still didn't completely decipher it after 4 years, you have an amazing masterpiece work of art. So it's totally different. Whatever perspective or narrative you try to flip in there and say something about Zack Snyder explaining his movie still, because storytelling, no, he's explaining a work of art that you just don't understand because your level is only watching Marvel movies, which is probably a 7th grade level. You know nothing about human trafficking. But there's people who do. And that they probably watch the show. And they probably watch Zack Snyder shit. But when a guy puts that in his movie, couldn't you see the corporations being mad? And look what Zack Snyder said in his commentary. Right after that, he started talking about the branding, right? The branding. And it was probably, I don't know if it was subconscious or whatever, but he did mention it right after that conversation. But look at this. Warner Brothers, a corporation, had a group inside of it called Nexium through Allison Mack, who was branding their women and sex trafficking them. Pretty sure you just heard that from our fucking Batman vs Superman movie also. Pretty sure we just heard the same thing. We just saw it. We didn't see it like we supposed to see it. But if you watch Go Deep, you probably have, because we see shit like that. Like, I think Zack Snyder is like a graffiti artist, right? But he hides like little things in the art. And there are levels of deepness that you have to talk about. Yes, his shit looks the best. Yes, it is visually appealing more than everybody's shit. Yes, it how his angles, fighting, all that shit. Zack Snyder holds the crown on a lot of different areas. But also his willingness to actually put sex trafficked women in a movie like that and show each level of how that's controlled. The Russians went to the fucking prison and told the hitman in the prison to kill this man because he got caught by Batman. Right? Are we really not gonna talk about how much our shit is corrupted when Zack Snyder can easily show it? Like, how easy it can happen. This is how it happens. People get murdered in prison, or people get sex trafficked in real life, and this is how it happens. And that's why I like Zack Snyder, for somebody to put that in a movie as plain as day, and we just like, oh, Batman looks cool killing those. I mean, running from those cops. That looks great. But we just like, whew, that shit just went over our heads of what actually he was doing. Also, another good thing, it was like when Lex, and I just thought about this today, but I don't know. But remember in New York when they had the ship, and Zack Snyder said they couldn't move the ship, so they had to build around it or whatever. But it looks like New York. It looked like a quarantine area, doesn't it? Which might, I hate to say it, which might fucking be another one of those things that rings true today. I don't know. I don't know if Zack Snyder is that on point, but it did look like a quarantine area. Also, what the fuck? What was I about? Oh! It showed also the fucking LexCorp, which is another corporation. I mean, is also a corporation. Was dealing with fallen alien technology and fallen alien genetic material, right? And released hell on its country, right? But all right, I wanna kind of keep it right there. This was BVS, but I want to say what happened after BVS, because we released a Snyder Cut. Snyder Cut is Justice League, but what happened after BVS was Suicide Squad. So when Suicide Squad came out, think about this right now. Suicide Squad was they ripped it up. Also, they cut it up, edited it up, and didn't let it come out. But what was supposed to happen, supposedly on Suicide Squad, was the mother box was gonna influence that girl, that witch, and she was supposed to hack the satellites. And they showed that a little bit. She did hack the satellites in Suicide Squad. Like, remember when she stole the Iranians' war book and their treasure, whatever? When she went out, disappeared to Iran and came right back, and she had their foreign ministry's weapons book or some shit like that. That's like hacking Iranian satellite if you're America. So, in the original one, I think she was supposed to hack with the mother box technology, hacked American satellites. But I think she was supposed to hack Bruce Wayne satellites. And I think hacking Bruce Wayne satellites with the mother box technology, which would have been what brought Steppenwolf over, because Steppenwolf looks like a frequency-based creature. The original versions of Steppenwolf looks like frequency-based. So I think they would have hacked Bruce Wayne's satellite, frequency-based, come through Steppenwolf like he was doing with Lex in the ship when Lex got caught. He was coming through like a frequency. So I think they were going to arrive like that by hacking the world's satellites. And I think, like, turning the people, I don't know whether they were going to be bubbleheads or whether they were going to be parademons. But I think the anti-life equation was given over the world through a satellite system that was hacked by the mother box. And that would have been Suicide Squad. And I think Justice League, and I think it would have continued to Justice League, because look at, it's like the real scare of the world, because these satellites are using like AI systems. So people know that AI systems can compute with the dark side. So the real scare in the world is AI systems going to compute with the dark side and learn something to be smarter than us and realize that we're not worthy to be on the planet, like they did on Prometheus, like whatever. So that's the big scare. And you can see in real life, even Elon Musk thinks the way we combat that is if we just put the AI systems in our body and we become a cyborg, which is a character in Justice League. Where is he at? Which is a character in Justice League, So we see a lot of this shit going on. So I think that would have led to Justice League. It would have been like a continuation of the satellites being hacked and being about to being pointed at the Earth to destroy the Earth. But before it destroys the Earth, like they did on Rogue One. Remember on Rogue One, they were looking for kyber crystals on that planet, but they were actually going to destroy that fucking area with that weapon, which I think could have been done like in Justice League after Suicide Squad. But remember in Suicide Squad, what happened, the Chinese didn't show Suicide Squad because they said it was too fucking satanic, right? But I think they probably really honestly didn't want to show Suicide Squad because they knew the technology that was hacking a satellite, what that could mean. Why? Because they're the ones that turned on this fucking 5G first. And it showed, if we really look at it from a bird's eye view, as soon as it's been turned on, everyone supposedly got sick, which could be a radiation sickness, but it could also be like, look what happened when everyone got sick. Everyone got scared. So scared, we know that's like one of the number one fucking traits of the anti-life equation, right? So if you hack these satellites and you give everybody remnants of a sickness, could be radiation sickness, the technology exists. You start turning the world anti-life equation, like it's going on right now. Everyone's scared. Everyone's on nerve of doing something harmful because they're so nervous and scared. They're under the anti-life, right? So this could be like the first signs of we're living under rule of AI. Because, say for instance, we train AI to think humans are the cause of carbon, but not, like our carbon output is too high, whatever, global warming. They say humans are the cause of that. An AI system would think, all right, the best way to fix that problem is to take the humans out. It looks like we're being managed under AI system because it's just a mismanagement of human life. Who would do that? AI. Because it don't care about humans' life. How could that happen? Well, all the infrastructure is there, the satellites there, the computers down here ready to roll. What if it just gets hacked? Or what if it learns something more than we do? Real fast. What if that's the reason all these CEOs are quitting? Because they know they can't control the AI anymore. And they just fucking, panicking. And now the whole world is panicking. What if we're in that system right before Justice League? What if we're in the system, the ending of fucking Suicide Squad? When the fucking satellites and the whole system was hacked. And what if we're in that system right before that fucking system, not when it turns on the anti-life equation, like when you see on Zack Snyder's shirt, you see there's a ribbon that says A, which I say could be Akashic record or anti-life. So if the whole world is under that A, then you see the Excalibur sword coming right through. You know that sword represents, there's a project Excalibur, which is a satellite that circles the Earth. I think it's closely related to AT&T. I think this technology was turned on, and I think it was used, and I think everybody knew it was about to be turned on, and they tried to warn us about it. And we didn't really pay attention to their warnings. And I think it's on right now. And I think we're living under the control of it. It's just what I think. I think when we finally figure that out, then we could really recognize the situation, you know? I think also Zack Snyder and David Ayer was trying to tell us this. This is how it's going to happen. These entities from the other side are going to come through our fucking super technology systems. It's just how it is. It's even people, some people think they gave us the technology so we can build them. If we keep using this technology that computes to the dark side, because that's all a seance is, a ritual, a fucking reading, or anything we're doing, that people are trying to do readings to figure out the future or whatever, do seances to check out what's on the dark side. We're now getting that done with computer systems. So computer systems grow so fast. So within the next year, it would be even stronger than it was this year. Already this year is too strong for human consumption. Like the F-22, we've already reached the mass of what humans can do with a jet. Because anything further than the F-22, we black out. So anything from now on is going to be computer run, computer driven. Because we can't handle the F-22. So you know you're living in a life right now that's going to be, from now on, all major systems are going to be controlled by computers, which are going to get so smart they can compute with something we've been trying to figure out for thousands of years, this dark side. Computers are going to be able to compute against that. And their systems are set up through satellites, cell phones, blah, 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 blah. I think they were trying to tell us that in these movies. Also, if we fuck around and let one of these timelines go, I think one of these satellites are poised to shoot the Earth. Just what I think. I think that's what they saw at Justice League. And I think that was the beginning of the nightmare sequence. I think. I don't know. If you like my shit. But yo, also shout out to Brian Kuhn, because Brian said, yo, it's all connected. It's all connected. Fucking look who's maneuvering the most in Hollywood movies. It's China. They can support your movie to the tune of $300 million or $400 million, or they won't support your movie for the tune of 300. So basically they can make and break your shit. Why would they want to break your shit? Oh shit, your shit might have some technology that we are about to roll out that we don't want to show people in a scared light. You might be saying, we need to show people this technology in its real essence. Corporations might be saying, we can't. Go Deep is trying to say this is the fight that we're up against. Subscribe to my show. Yeah, bitch.